we begin this hour with something that impacts us all. A first check of your forecast. Looking outside right now from our station here in Bethesda, you can see that the skies, they're starting to clear just a bit, but don't get too used to it.
Yeah, we can hear the thunder and see that lightning in the past couple of hours. Quick moving showers over our area.
It comes after a hot, humid day, to say the least, where temperatures felt like they were in the triple digits. Caitlin Roth here in the studio with the first check of that forecast. I mean, we talked about it feeling tropical yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
Woo. Yeah. I mean, it had a hold on you.
I know. The heat and humidity combo made it feel like it was over 100 degrees all afternoon. So super hot. And then with the pop-up showers and storms, one of those days where, all of a sudden, things can just blow up on you, and if you're caught off guard, it's all of a sudden pouring. So a lot going on. Kenneth and Angie here with the weather today. We began a new heat wave with highs in the 90s this afternoon. The humidity is downright tropical, and we're dodging some late day showers and storms. Still seeing some on radar, even though many of you have already had a downpour go by. Hot and humid pattern, and this is going to be with us for the long term, straight through the 7-day and much of next week. High temperatures today hit 91 at Reagan and Dulles, 92 at BWI. That number isn't so high. It's just that the humidity has been pretty tough. Live look here at D.C. from our Earth Cam. All of a sudden, the sun's shining again. That storm that moved through, it was really just grazed downtown D.C. in the airport off to the north and east. But we've got more trouble coming our way on radar. So it's 82 degrees at Reagan. All the temperatures have dropped due to the passing showers. 80 at Dulles, 86 at BWI. But here's what I mean. D.C.'s got to watch out for this cluster to our south and west. So here was that one shower, really has weakened substantially over 95 in Maryland. That pushed through Montgomery County. And here's a cluster with heavy rain and lightning moving east on 66. It's right over, just approaching Gainesville, but it really has been hammering Warrenton down into Culpeper County. So that cluster is pushing off to the east. If that maintains its intensity, that'll be moving right through downtown D.C. in about the next 45 to 60 minutes. There's a look ahead. You've got that shower and storm chance right over us at 7 p.m. And then from there, after sunset, we're done for the night. We'll reset into tomorrow, another hot and humid one with late day showers and storms. And we're going to put that forecast on repeat straight through the weekend and into next week. We'll show you Futurecast coming up in your full 7-day. Back to you.
All right, we'll be watching. Thank you, Caitlin. A rare move from Virginia Governor Abigail Spanberger tonight, intervening in the massive $67 billion, nearly $70 billion merger between Dominion and NextEra Energy. The governor says she's concerned about the impact on electric bills. Now, Dominion claims that the deal will actually help customers. Fox 5's Tom Fitzgerald is live in Arlington, and he's sorting it all out. So, Fitz, why now is the governor getting involved?
Well, good evening. To start, this is a $76 billion merger between two major energy corporations, Dominion Energy, and it is looking to merge with a Florida electric company as well. Governor Spanberger took an unprecedented action in Virginia's history. She is now intervening formally in the case review of that merger before the SCC. Now, this will allow the governor to receive data on this proposed merger. She will be able to ask questions, and if she deems necessary at some later point, she could file a lawsuit as a party to this review. This is the largest merger right now for utility companies in the country. Speaking today, Governor Spanberger said that she decided to take this unprecedented step because she is concerned about energy affordability in Virginia, whether or not this new merged company would be able to meet Virginia's growing energy needs. Just yesterday, the SCC ordered that data centers, not residential electric companies and customers, would have to pay for power line upgrades that those data centers would require.
Certainly, as we have seen in the filed paperwork, NextEra has filed to purchase Dominion for $67 billion. And as this process is going through the SCC review, I believe it is extraordinarily important to be a party to the case, to intervene in this case, and so I can have a voice on behalf of Virginians.
Now, in a statement to Fox 5 today, Dominion Energy wrote, quote, the SCC is the appropriate forum to evaluate this transaction and balance the interests of the Commonwealth. We are confident this established fact-based review will demonstrate the benefits of the proposal offers Virginia. Now, energy watchdogs say the governor's move, in their view, would actually protect Virginia consumers. Others say they believe the impact on this review would be limited.
What the governor is saying is we need to make sure that the public and the public interest is fully represented before the commission.
The idea of whether two private companies should merge is generally something that's best left to free markets to decide.
Meanwhile, some Virginia lawmakers are calling on Governor Spanberger to call a special session of the Virginia General Assembly. They say lawmakers should pass a bill, in their view, that would give regulators more time to examine this merger between Dominion Energy and NextEra. We'll have a complete coverage as this process moves along. We're live in Arlington tonight. I'll send it back into you.
Tom Fitzgerald, thank you. More delays today in the Catherine Hoggle case out of Maryland. The mother accused of killing her two young children in 2014 was back in a Montgomery County court. A judge was expected to rule on whether her attorneys could pursue an insanity defense, but the hearing was delayed. Her lawyers say they're waiting on state health records. But prosecutors claim the defense missed its deadline. They'll be back in a courtroom August 20th. ICE tonight is blasting Prince George's County after the jail didn't honor a detainer request releasing two illegal immigrants. Agents say they had to make a traffic stop to get them back in custody. Fox 5's Bob Barnard is in Upper Marlboro with the details.
ICE says it made the arrests not here at the Prince George's County Adult Detention Center, but after the two men were released from jail, and despite that detainer order.
We have images of the men ICE are calling criminal illegal aliens, claiming one of them is a suspected Venezuelan gang member. ICE says Jefferson Jose Canamo Jordan is a 28-year-old Venezuelan national. Felipe Fernando Raimundo is 23 years old from Guatemala. ICE says both men have prior criminal charges and posed a potential risk to the community. ICE says the men were arrested last month during a traffic stop here in Upper Marlboro, much like the ones we've seen and documented in this area over the past few years. ICE saying the two men violated U.S. immigration law and will remain in their custody until they're deported. The White House today making perfectly clear how the Trump administration feels about cases like this, posting these images on Instagram with the caption you see there, "Criminal illegal aliens will be caught and deported." In announcing the arrest today, ICE says, by choosing not to honor ICE detainers, county jails give us no option but to conduct more arrests in the community rather than in the safe and controlled environment of a jail. ICE will continue to uphold our nation's law and hold illegal aliens accountable for unlawfully entering the U.S.
Late today, the office of U.S. Senator Chris Van Hollen, Democrat of Maryland, said, look, the senator has and continues and will always support prosecuting to the full extent of the law anybody who poses a threat to our communities.
Bob, thank you. New this hour, President Trump signing a pair of executive orders targeting birthright citizenship, and it comes a little more than a month after the Supreme Court upheld the constitutional right. Now, one order targets so-called birth tourism, where people will travel to the U.S. to give birth so that their kid automatically becomes a citizen. The other order expands the definition of who is not eligible for birthright citizenship. Both are expected to face legal challenges. An update for you. Mitch McConnell released from a rehabilitation center. In a statement today, the longtime Kentucky Republican senator said that he will recover at home. He was rushed to the hospital nearly 2 months ago following a fall that left him unconscious at his D.C. home. Questions then swirled about McConnell's health. He has not said when he will return to Congress.
A possible ceasefire deal between the U.S. and Iran could give Iran more control over ships traveling through the Strait of Hormuz. Tehran says the deal is close, but giving Iran control over one of the world's busiest shipping routes could be a major sticking point for the U.S.
It's unacceptable to think we are going to rent the Strait of Hormuz from Iran forever. That's essentially what they're asking us to do. It's not theirs.
President Trump is hoping a deal to reopen the strait will lead to a broader peace agreement. He claims the threat of military action is keeping the talks going.
Virginia Congressman Don Beyer pushing for more air safety measures, and it comes after a safety incident involving President Trump's Marine One and passenger plane at Reagan National Airport. He says that there needs to be a full implementation of the NTSB's 50 recommendations made after that deadly Potomac plane crash. This week, Marine One took off from the White House without air traffic controllers halting commercial traffic at DCA. A plane came within 1 mile of the helicopter. The FAA is reviewing that incident. Well, we are now learning a pilot was on a test flight when he crashed near Fredericksburg, Virginia Airport. The NTSB now out with its preliminary report after last month's incident near Shannon Airport. Family members said the pilot was testing the experimental plane after completing some repairs. Witnesses say the plane was flying normal until the end when the engine got very loud. 78-year-old Roland Babcock died in that crash.
More ahead on the 6. New details on the call the son of a former Commanders coach made to police just days before allegedly shooting his mother to death. The latest at 6:30.
Dr. Anthony Fauci held in contempt of Congress. The trouble this could put him in.
And a local park remains closed after a second rabid beaver attack. We'll take you there. And our home of Ash standing by live in Laurel tonight to tell us what she's got coming up.
We are in Prince George's County, where mosquitoes have tested positive for West Nile virus. Now, health officials are spraying. It is happening tonight. We'll tell you where exactly and what you need to be wary of coming up after the break.